let's cut forward a little bit to ages 9 to 13. So Kaya's 10 years old, right? And she jumped in the shower with me. So she's like, hey, Mom, have you ever had sex? Oh, I have to do it like she did because she had a lisp then. Mom, have you ever had sex? and I said, well, and I'm thinking, yeah, we've not really broached this yet. We've talked about the period, we've talked about the blowjobs, we've actually talked about sex and how babies are born, but we didn't really get into the nitty-gritty of it. So
how the two get there.
Yeah, how they get to the sex part. And so I thought, okay, she's 10. Like, this is time. Yeah, okay. And I said, yeah, Kaya, I've had sex. And she said, what? You've had sex? Mom, did you really have sex? With Joe? Who was my husband at the time. And I was like, yeah, honey. Because I'm like gauging her reaction. Yeah, honey, I had sex. I'm, married, and when you're married, you have sex. She was like, none of my friends' parents have sex. And I'm thinking to myself, you're probably right, because they've got 4 brats at home that are keeping them from having sex. So she's like, no one else has sex, Mom. You're a pervert. You're a pervert. Oh my God, Mom. I can't believe you. I can't believe you would do that. I can't believe you would have sex. It was so disgusting, Mom. Now my mom's a pervert. And she jumps out of the shower, throws on a bathrobe, shampoo in her hair, runs downstairs to my husband's office. Joe! Joe! Have you had sex with my mom? And I'm right behind her, right? And he's like, oh my God, no! And I'm behind her going, and he was like, oh, no. Well, and she's like, you tell the truth, Joe, that you had sex with my mom. And he's like, well, yes, yeah, but just once, only once. And she's like, oh my God. You guys have rubbed your filthy balls all over each other. And I'm like, our filthy balls? Did I not have this conversation? Maybe I didn't discuss that women don't have filthy balls. Did I miss something? Then she sits us on the staircase and she tells us, how many times have you had sex? Don't you tell me twice. So that was our initiation to the sex story. Didn't go as planned. The reaction wasn't what I had hoped. However, I kind of liked the quel horreur because I was hoping to get some mileage out of that for like the next 15 to 20 years. That she would be horrified for a really, really long time after I got over explaining to her that I did not have balls. The bottom line is, if you're not talking to your kid about sex, somebody else is talking to your kid about sex, and it's probably a bunch of friends who know less about sex than they do, but they're taking those words as gold and
running with them.
Yeah, and running with them. So more kids than you would suspect are having sex a lot younger and a lot earlier. So
start the conversation
early. Start the conversation, as horrifying as it is. Oh. Why? Because parenting. I'm fried. I got no more for today. But make sure you click the subscribe button because I'll have more content for you later. Night.